What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Mando Mondays. This is our second episode, and tonight we are going to be breaking down the first episode of Mandalorian Season 2. So hyped, so pumped. We finally made it to Mando Season 2, and I see we already got a couple people in the house. What's going on, guys? What's up, Anthony Blaze? Proud Bird, thank you for recently subscribing. We just hit 600 subscribers, so we are going to be doing that giveaway tonight. So thank you, everyone. Ginkishi, what's up, Brett? What's going on, my man? And we got Colorado Pops in here. What is up, Jason? What's going on, guys? We have another great show for you all with my man Dominic, aka Domtober. He is a Star Wars legend. He knows it all. And yeah, we just hit 600 subscribers, and now we're at 611. So thank you guys for that. Huge shout out also to everyone who helped us in our recent Whatnot auction. We sold a lot of stuff, so I want to thank everybody for helping us reach a really fantastic milestone. But the milestone I'm really proud of is that we were able to raise $300 for breast cancer awareness. So we are going to be really excited to make that donation once all the money rolls in the next couple days. So I just want to thank everybody for helping us. Big shout out to all my patrons. You guys are the best. You guys support us and help us do a ton of stuff, which we would not be able to do without your help. Thank you, Candyman. What's up, King Arthur Curry? Thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah, you've been great helping us get to where we are. Kate Titus, what's up? So without further ado, I'm going to bring in our main man, Domtober, and we're going to break down episode 1 for you guys. And stick around because we're going to be doing our 600 subscriber giveaway. You might be able to take home a little Mandalorian and the child Brickheads. So stay tuned for that, guys. So here he is, the man, the myth, the best legend I know, Domtober. What's up, man?
Thank you. What's up? What's going on?
It's Monday night. This is where it's at.
Hey, listen, this is the way.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh
So
man,
we already have a bunch of people in the chat, so I'm super hyped that you guys are hanging out with us. What's up, Flip Cake? What's going on?
We definitely have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we finally made it to episode 1. It's been a long time in the making since we found out the season was filming to now. Last week we broke down season 1 and we talked about our expectations for season 2. But now season 2 is here and we have a lot.
Yes, we do. And a very exciting episode it was. Yes, indeed.
So first off, right off the bat, we've had 8 other episodes. We had season 1, and now we've had the first episode of season 2. Using season 1 as a guide, what would you rate episode 1 of season 2 right off the bat, just to let everybody know what are we working with here?
We're definitely working with a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Definitely my second favorite episode. Definitely very close to my first, but my second favorite episode so far. And it's just a roller coaster ride. This episode really was, and it really nostalgia. People who love the old Star Wars nostalgia. It had everything in it for everyone, which was really great.
Absolutely.
But to start it off, you want to open up the?
I'd say all right. So we'll start from the beginning. We have a lot of stuff to work with. I think right off the bat, the first thing that I want to talk about is we had the trailers. You know, we knew we had some footage to work with as far as what we were going to see. We didn't know when we were going to see it. But interestingly enough, most of the footage that we got from the 2 trailers was in the first episode.
Yes. So that actually knocked out 1 episode, and now we have 7 other episodes to go. We don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
But no, really, it did have a lot of the first episode in it. We knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. We just didn't know what the dialogue was and the connections to certain things when he was talking, because how they make a trailer.
Right.
So we finally got it, and we finally got the introduction to Gor Koresh, a boss, an underground shady boss of an underground fight club.
Right.
With electro axes.
The Morian Guard fight club.
Yes. So he actually knew, definitely, the Gamorrean guards in a very familiar earthly setting, boxing ring with ropes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But
if
those
anything,
little
I thought they would have chains or maybe like
chains
electric
or something with flying in the some flying and I don't know. But who knows? Hey, it's closer to Earth than we realize. Maybe it's the Earth in the future. Who knows? But yeah, so Gor Koresh, he had information to know where another Mando was.
Mm-hmm.
And Mando seems to take the baby everywhere he goes.
Absolutely.
In the shadiest spots.
Absolutely.
If you've seen when he was walking to the underground fight club, the red eyes that were looking out.
Yes.
Some kind of creature. Trying to think possibly the creature that could be. I think they had some kind of creature on Rebels that had similarities. And Jawas have the red eyes too sometimes when it's dark, but we all know it wasn't Jawas.
No.
But anywho,
some kind of wolf or
some kind of wolf creature that comes out at night when you shut the lights off. They come out in the dark.
Star Wars vampire or something.
They were popping up, and then all the graffiti on the walls, reminiscent of Sabine type of artwork on the walls.
Well, we had we were able to see inscriptions of C-3PO as well as some other stormtroopers.
Droids more, and there was a lot of circles with the lines crossed out, so it could have been a droid liberation something. And we still don't know which place that was. Athal, where Ezra came from, or Corellia. We don't know. They haven't mentioned it yet. Maybe they'll mention it. Maybe they won't. But of course, he goes and asks Gor Koresh the info, and hesitating a little bit, kind of asked him if he was a betting man. And he's like, "No, I don't have to bet if I don't have to." He's like, "I bet you a minute that someone's going to die here. It's for your armor." And of course, Mando is not going to give the armor.
No, especially since we just found out that, I mean, even though we kind of already knew this with Beskar, being so valuable to the Mandalorian in the first season, but now it's an interesting twist. It's not only valuable to the Mandalorians,
it's valuable to
everyone.
Everyone, because the metal is actually it's like gold.
Like vibranium.
Exactly.
Vibranium, yeah.
So, of course, Mando refused, and I'll pay you in cash. And then, of course, Gor Koresh does the backstabbing thing. He takes him and his goons want to take him out and take the berserker his armor from him, and Mando does like any other hero in our tales do, kicks butt.
And that was that major fight scene. I mean, that was the majority. That was the climax of the first trailer. So that was interesting that we saw that right off the bat in the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
But it's funny, in the trailer, we didn't know who was hung up on the lamppost. We found out later on.
So now we found out who was hung up on the lamppost.
Also, a little Easter egg with that whole roping up Gor Koresh and tying him up in the post. Back, if you remember the Bounty Hunter video game with Jango Fett, he hung up his bounty up on the post. A kind of a old
little throwback
Easter egg, throwback. So that was pretty cool.
So what did you think? What did you think? So this is interesting. So Joanna and I watched Mandalorian season 2, and she thought at certain points the Mandalorian was not as badass as he could be. Well, right from the get-go in the first episode, we see him tying up, from the lamppost and leaving him upside down,
and then shooting the light out.
Yeah.
He goes. Listen, I told you I'm not going to kill you, but not by my hand.
Right.
That was kind of cool.
That was pretty dark.
That's like a Batman type of thing that he would do. But he's getting better. Yes, the first season he got his ass whipped a lot. And look, sometimes the hero does get beat up. He can't always win fights.
Right.
But it seemed like everything was knocking him out, from the Jawas to just plain fights. But he actually used the armor for his advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy punched him, hurt his hand. He used it, hit the helmet back.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool scene.
And did you actually see the part where he punched the Twi'lek right in his midsection? A low blow?
Yeah. Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah.
I'll have to rewatch that again.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. But he did all that, got the information, and back to Tatooine.
Yes.
Now, familiar for all Star Wars fans, a safe bet. Now, before we get any further, I kind of like the way Jon Favreau really put the whole episode, brought back familiarity to
Mhm.
the Star Wars fans. At the
Mhm.
same time, not giving to you, like shoving it down your throat, just
Right.
making it happen. And it was really, I really enjoyed it
Mhm.
from the beginning to end.
Well, I always think it's good when they connect generations, because, and we've mentioned this before, that Star Wars has to use that to their advantage. So they have to bring the throwback to get the older generation, or people's parents, to see the connections for the new stuff that kids and young adults are now watching. So there's always that bridge.
Exactly. And we all know that it's for kids, but us adults are the older adults, the kids that love it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's great for everybody. It's a good family show. You sit down, you can enjoy it and watch it with all walks of life in your family.
So
But
Gianna, that's what we're doing tonight. We are breaking down season 2, and we're pretty pumped so far. Um, so we go back to Tatooine, and we get to see him on the speeder, which is pretty cool. If they
wait,
don't make it up,
prior to that, he goes back to the place from the first episode,
oh yes, yes,
and he finds that information, and we see a familiar face,
Mhm.
R5D4 from A New
Yes.
Hope.
Mhm.
So little nostalgia right there. But he gets the map,
Mhm.
and apparently we have to go. It's not even on the map. It
Yeah,
was
it's not. It's what they say, northwest of Moise Isley.
Isley, yeah.
Mhm.
And also they mentioned where Watto is from and where Anakin was a slave. So
Mhm.
so definitely can't wait for episode 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so then we get the speeder bike from the last episode that he had,
Mhm.
and he goes on the journey to the town that he has to find.
And if we don't get a pop of him on the speeder bike with the child in the back, I mean, we have to.
We have to, because that was so cute. The child, the ears flapping, and how come the sand wasn't hitting him in the face? That's another thing. That's
No, 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 don't question. Don't
you know.
question. We're right into semantics.
Hey, listen, if we really dissect things, it really gets crazy. But yeah, so he's on the bike and he goes
Maybe he
to
had
it.
little the mini chlorians. They are little.
And
They
look,
go
another
a
thing, we
different
actually
way.
finally got to see too Womp Rats.
Yes,
We
yes.
never saw them before. They look like little kangaroos, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that's a sweet one. If you're trying to get this pop, now's a good time. Now's
Definitely,
a
I
good
would.
time. I've been saying that for a while. Definitely should get that pop.
So he gets to the town of Mas Pago,
Mhm.
and it's a small town, and everybody's looking at him like he's the new stranger in town, like
He's
those
the
spaghetti
outsider.
westerns,
Yeah.
Outcast. And did you see Sam Whitmore, the voice of Darth Maul and the voice of the Emperor? He was standing there. When he first got in there, there was one guy turned around holding some kind of a canister, and he
Mhm.
stopped. That was Sam Whitmore.
So
He
I
stuck in there.
didn't the first time, and then I was watching other videos, and somebody had
Yeah.
pointed it out. So that was clever.
That is clever. I like how they use all Star Wars, everybody from Star Wars. I'm still waiting for that Mark Hamill appearance in there. He was somebody in that
Oh, he
flesh,
has to be.
definitely.
Yeah, he has to be.
So he gets to the town and he goes into the bar, and he has the bartender, which is really funny. He has the bartender. Have you seen any Mandalorians? The bartender
Yeah.
goes, "We don't get anybody in this part. Someone who looks like me." He says, "He goes, oh, you're talking about the marshal." And as soon as he moves away and at the door,
There he
he had
is.
some. There he was, Boba Fett's armor, Boba Fett's music in the background,
Mhm.
the armor not fitting him, kind of looking like Woody from Toy Story, the
Yes,
sheriff.
absolutely.
Definitely, but
Sheriff Woody.
came over and told Mando if he wanted a drink. He got a drink, and he took the helmet off, and that's when Mando really got a little.
That was a shocking moment. I think
Yes.
everybody, even if you're not like a diehard Star Wars fan follower, like even if all you had to do was watch season 1,
Oh
and
yeah,
you knew how sacred,
that Mando
wearing
takes
the helmet.
exactly. So basically, he takes the helmet off, and I do say, the man has a fantastic set of hair. Man, that hair! I was
Yeah,
jealous. I
yeah.
had to keep
Timmy.
rewinding it because I had a hair crush there because, but He took off the helmet.
He wants your beard. He wants, he wish he could get your beard.
Hey, did he look a little bit like Pierce Brosnan? Just a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
Like a younger version, but he took off the helmet, and that's when Mando really goes, that's it, I want that armor. Mm-hmm. That's not yours. And he goes, you want to do this here with the kid? Oh, he's seen worse.
Oh, yeah,
that kid is going to be so corrupted when he gets older.
Well, he's already 50, listen, but yeah.
If he doesn't turn to the dark side when he gets older, I don't know what's going to happen. That'd be a good twist. He becomes a Sith instead of a Jedi. But
he's an 8.
The showdown was about to happen, and then all of a sudden you hear this trembling. And he goes outside, and the Mando goes outside with him, and you see this huge dust cloud and something underneath the ground. And boom. Great dragon.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. So we almost had a standoff.
Yes.
Instead of having a standoff, we have another plot twist, another catalyst that comes right into the show, which ended up being the main
focus of the whole show.
Yeah, of the whole episode.
And look, we have not seen a Krayt Dragon in live action, or we saw the skeleton remains in New Hope when C-3PO and R2-D2 landed on Tatooine. That was all we ever had in Legends. So here he goes. He goes, I'll give you the armor if you help me kill the dragon. And didn't the episode have kind of a movie Tremors type of feel? Kevin Bacon,
a little bit.
Because Tremors, and then Dune too. So kind of like you have two things that were like kind of reminiscent of the whole arc of the episode. But yeah, so he gets he tells him about I'll give you the armor if you kill the dragon. So okay, cool.
They have a pact, which is pretty cool. And we kind of knew. I mean, we kind of knew as soon as we saw Cobb Vanth, which, if you guys don't know, he's a imposter. He's not. That wasn't the real Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But
so we kind of knew that the armor was going to come off of him one way or another. Right.
Exactly. So hopefully it came off of him friendly instead of fighting.
Yeah.
But I still think there's more to his story that I want to talk about. But the fact is that they tweaked the story a little bit from the books that he was in to the story they put on screen. They did it for a reason. So we'll see what comes about. But onward with the story that he knows where the dragon is. So hops on the speeder bike and he goes off on the journey to find the lair.
And he also had a different vehicle.
Yes, he had a speeder bike, which was a modified of the pod racers from Anakin from Phantom Menace. We don't know. They haven't said anything yet, but it looked like the engine from Anakin's
right. It looked like just one of them with like the seat on the back.
Yes, and that was badass. It was kind of like a Cadillac he had.
Yeah.
Type of bike, just driving there, looking all nice. So, which, that's why sometimes I believe it's silly, but I love it because it is silly. Think about this. They're on speeder bikes in the sand and Tatooine. How is he talking to Mando with the noise of the bikes?
You're questioning logic.
I know, but it makes me laugh. But anyway, he's telling him, which was another cool callback for when the second Death Star blew up, that he was in the bar celebrating the Death Star blowing up, and they showed the little screen. Another Easter egg. The words around. If you turn it upside down, it's the scroll from Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
All those words around it, which is really cool. Nice. So he explains what happened. He stole the crystals, and he wound up going in the desert for days with no water and food. And he wound up passing out, and the Jawas came. And
I thought it was pretty cool, like in the first episode, that we saw a little bit of backstory of another character.
Yes.
So right off the bat, we have more character development.
Yes, and I kind of like his character a lot. Hopefully, we see more of him in the future. Because they wouldn't put a character like that unless they have plans.
Yes.
So hopefully, those plans turn out to be something better later on down the road.
Maybe you have a theory about what they're gonna do with him, or at least a piece of a theory, which I think
we'll talk about that as the episode goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a theory which could possibly happen, which I could see it happening.
Mm.
because it's like the theme of the story.
Well, at the end of the day, this is like a space western. You don't really
Space
know
Western,
who to
who to
trust.
trust and who not to trust. But
Um,
remember, Mando was a bad guy at one time, and he's redeeming himself because of the child. If
mhm.
that child never came into play, he would have still been doing the things he's done.
Right.
He's got a second lease on life, so now he's trying to change his right to become good. And with that, all the scum and villainy that you fought along the way and you teamed up along the way, you've seen that in episode 6 when he teamed up the mercenaries.
Right.
So we'll see. But anyway, they go to the lair of the beast and they wind up in an area, and the wolf lizard dogs come out.
Yeah.
What's the name of them? Uh, Brain fart. But
That
it'll
happens.
come up. Anyway, so they come out, and Cobb Vanth is standing there, and all of a sudden Mando starts making sounds. And it's kind of funny because he makes the sounds, and Cobb Vanth is looking at him like, "What are you doing? You sound like a nut."
Yeah.
And then the creature came over to him.
Lo and behold, he's actually communicating with them,
Yes.
And then we get yet another dimension of the Mandalorian character.
That he knows the language of the Sand People, the Tusken Raiders. They come out, and remember, Cobb Vanth saves his town from raiders and other people that were trying to attack, and including the Tusken Raiders that attacked this, because they're warriors. They attack. That's what they do. That's their nature.
They're like guerrilla warfare. They have to go from town to town to survive, and
exactly.
all that.
But it's kind of cool because you think about it. It's like reality in real life. Sometimes in life, you judge somebody. You always judge. You can never judge a book by its cover until you actually read the book.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what life too. When you meet people, right away, people judge people so much in life. You never know what they're about until you actually know them.
Right.
So he communicates with the Tusken Raiders, and he got to hang out with them. They sat at a fire pit talking.
Well, he was able to diffuse the situation to go from a potential hostile situation.
Yeah, because Cobb Vanth is like sitting there like having no idea what's going on. And he didn't want to drink the food. He insulted him. He goes, "They know you killed a bunch of people."
And so, personal thing, it was really interesting. So at one point, they're all talking, right? And Cobb is just sitting there, doesn't really know what to do, doesn't really know what's going on, and that's me sometimes at our dining room table when everyone's speaking Portuguese around me. That's 100% me. So I could 100% relate to that moment. But anyway, besides.
But if you notice, some of the language that Mando speaks to the Tusken Raiders is sign language. You think about it, because they kind of like sound like deaf, like a lot of he goes, and he makes all these different gestures.
And they were doing that for themselves too,
yes,
which was pretty cool.
Now, mind you, I'm going to go back to a situation when they were talking. There was one Tusken Raider that actually was away from them. Got a theory. Go back to later on. Remember, that one Tusken Raider that was sitting a little far away. Either the one that was far away, sitting, or the one that was standing on top of the rock when they were talking, and he was looking back. We're going to talk about that later when we get...
Yeah. No, I 100% know where you're going, and we definitely going to talk about that later.
So they talk, and they go on the mission the next day to the lair to try to distract it and try to get it out. And Cobb Vanth makes, Mando makes a, Cobb Vanth makes a, either Cobb Vanth or Mando makes a comment about, it's an empty Sarlacc pit. And Vanth turns around and says, "I've been on Tatooine all my life. There's no vacant Sarlacc pits." And Mando goes, "If you've been eaten." So the dragon's big. The great dragon is a big one. So, of course,
and we already had a glimpse of how big it might have been as it roamed through the town. But then when we actually get a glimpse of it,
it is really big, and it's kind of funny. Only Star Wars humor can. The Tusken Raider's down there with the bantha. It goes and eats the Tusken Raider.
Yes.
And the bantha's saying there. So they had to go back and rejudge their things to. So this is where they had to get together and try to get both sides to agree because they both want to kill this beast that can disrupt and terrorize their town and where they live. Always. So they have to come to a compromise.
Right.
So,
which is cool because now we have we kind of have like three teams because we have, Mando's already working with Cobb and his people, and now we're, incorporating the Tusken Raiders. So it's always unique, and you have a good story on your hands when you have different peoples that are already at odds that are now working towards a common goal.
That's true. And when you work together, you get things done instead of fighting each other. It's like, that reminds me of zombie movies. They always fight among each other. If they fought
you're just saying that because you hate The Walking Dead.
No, actually, I'm a zombie. I love zombies, but the fact is that in every movie or TV show, you never get together. If they all had a common cause and fought together as a team, they can get a lot more ground. But they never do.
Absolutely.
So anyway, we keep veering off, but they get back, and Mando already volunteered his town to team up with the Tusken Raiders to help take the beast down. And it was a little not easy, and Cobb Vanth kind of squashed everything and said, we're going to do this as a team.
Right.
Tusken Raiders come in, and they help with all the explosives and all the detonators and all the stuff they have to get to go kill the beast. Which I love. I like that, not to scale, which is true.
Yeah, it's true.
Not to scale. I love the fact that they're all in a single file. When Obi-Wan said that to Luke in A New Hope, they single file it, which it's really awesome how the connections, how Favreau and Filoni really get it right. Some things people might, the biggest Star Wars nerds out there and fans might, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that. Hey, it's Star Wars. Anything can happen in Star Wars. It's just a lot of the fans of the original stuff cherish the original stuff, and I hold that true to my heart. That's for another video on its own. But
we're definitely another day.
Another day. But
have a good night, Debbie. Thanks for stopping by.
But back to the story. They get the explosives and they get ready. They go.
And they have a plan.
They have a plan. They put a plan together where the belly seems to be the weakest part of the creature, and since the Tusken Raiders have studied the beast, they know its sleeping patterns. They know how to feed it. They know where the weaknesses are. So they went close to the cave. They dug a deep hole and had all the ammunition, all the detonators inside the cavern that they were building. Now, mind you, that was all going on, and they had all their plans on doing that. We didn't see the beast even more, which is kind of crazy how big this thing really was. And just the CGI or how they put it on screen. They made it like movie type of footage on TV, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But back to the story again. So they put all the detonators in the hole, and they call the beast out. The beast comes out, and he's kind of not coming out the way he wants to. And Cobb Vanth wants to blow up the detonators. He goes, not now. It's not ready yet. So as that's going on, the beast decides to shoot out. After they do detonate the explosion, beast is pissed off. Starts shooting out some acid.
Yeah, they provoke him. They start shooting at him.
And he has some acid that disintegrates everything in his path, which is kind of cool. That was cool. That was really brutal too.
Yeah.
So that happens, and the beast winds up coming out on the mountaintop, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was cool too. The way it's able to. It kind of reminded me of I forget what that. I know you're a big Transformers guy. You saw Transformers as a kid. It reminded me of. Oh, yep. There you go. What was that one? Was it Cyclops? Remember that one Transformer with the one eye and it had all the tentacles and they were just like coming out of everywhere.
Oh, was that the Quintessons? Not the Quintessons. Was it
I
the Quintessons with different heads? No.
No. He just had one eye and he had the one head, but he had like all these tentacles and they would just like come up through the roads and like when they were battling, like you never knew how many he had.
Oh, was that the Shockwave?
Yes, I
Was it
think it was
Shockwave?
Shockwave. Yeah,
Was for
Shockwave.
the movie when they did the
Yeah, he
movie
was from the
when
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, from the movie.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's what it
Shockwave in
reminded me of, just because
okay.
you never know when it was going to come up. So
That's pretty good. And that was the when they were in Russia with the Soundwave, different
yes,
Soundwave. I mean,
yes, yes,
Shockwave,
yes,
Shockwave,
yes,
Shockwave. I'm
yes.
sorry,
Yep.
but yeah, he came out of the top of the mountain. That's when Mando and Cobb Vanth took to the air. Was
Well,
that was really that was a really badass moment.
I would love to get a 2-pack of them both with their jetpacks. Like that would be a cool, either pop or Black Series figure set. That would be cool.
Do you think they could have a TV moment? Cobb Vanth and Mando flying in their jetpacks with the
They
head
have
of
to
the
do
dragon.
that would be sick. I
That would
mean,
be nice.
yeah.
But they get up there and they start shooting it, and it was doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they go back down, and they're trying to figure out a plan. All of a sudden, the creature decides to come out on the other side. What does Mando tell Cobb Vanth? Watch the. He has a plan. He goes, "Give me the detonator thing." There was a bantha with a bunch of detonators on it, and he told him to go watch the child.
Mm-hmm.
And when he hit his jetpack, that was homage to Boba Fett getting his jetpack hit in Return of the Jedi. He went off on a wild shooting spree, which I really like. I laughed. I had a chuckle on that. Pissed off though, very pissed off now, but liked it. It was a fun moment.
And he was almost like, but also you knew, he was kind of saying like, oh, I'm going to sacrifice myself, take care of the kid. But we're in episode 1, and nothing's going to happen to him.
Look, we know that, but then again, he trusts Cobb Vanth that much. If you think about it,
which was very quick.
Very quick. See, and this is the thing with Mando, his trust situation. So kind of like really, really wondering about some of the motives that he has. That even though he, like you said, was bad in the past, remember, trust no one. Beckett told Solo that. Trust no one. And you'll never be disappointed.
Himself. Yeah.
And you'll never be disappointed. But yeah, so anyway, so he gets the detonator. Cobb Vanth goes off on the crazy flyway, and the Krayt Dragon comes and snatches him up with the bantha with all the bombs. And for a moment, everybody's standing there to see what happened. Finally, the floor opens up. The dragon comes out. His mouth opens up, and electricity is all in his mouth from his vaporizer gun. And he takes a detonator, and he presses the button, and boom. Yep. You have meat for days. But yeah, he does that, and he did an Iron Man moment there too.
Yes, yeah.
So kind of like really good moments, really good. Really, I like the way it was all set up, the way it was done. We all know how it was going to turn out because Mando couldn't die, and his Beskar armor did not melt.
No, not at all.
Think about that. So, going back to another theory when we get towards the end. So, he blows up the Krayt Dragon. He comes down. And the Tusken Raiders there salvaging the meat of the Krayt Dragon. And one comes up with a pearl. That pearl is very, very important to Star Wars Legends. And now it's brought into the main canon of Star Wars. There's something that's going to happen with that pearl.
And they kind of, we only saw it for what, like 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah, because a lot of people thought it was an egg. Look, there was a lot of people who were, the people I seen who were complaining about it, They said it looked like the same thing with the Jawas with the egg,
No, it
with the
was.
Mudhorn. So people were talking about it, but now if you really look at it, the Jawas, the Tusken Raiders found this pearl, and there's a lot of story about that pearl. It's a
Well,
kind of a crystal
they were celebrating in a similar manner
that
from
the
the
beast
first
got
one.
destroyed.
Right. But when in season one, they immediately started to eat it, like just attack it, And with this one, they were just cheering. And they didn't he raise it, then he raised it up, and
Raised it up, and there's significance to it. So we're going to see later on with that whole significance because there's a lot of back history on that pearl with this whole story. A lot of back history, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of nostalgia that went along with it too, which a lot of fanboys are going to be very, very happy.
have a good
So,
night. Thank you for stopping by.
so Cobb Vanth, a man of his word,
Hmm.
gave the armor back to Mando and told him, "Tell your people, I didn't break that." Just to give him to let him know. And he goes to our past meet again, and they will. So now, my theory on that whole thing, he took the armor. I believe sometime later on this season, or maybe next season, who knows, Mando's going to go back to Tatooine
I mean,
and meet up with
it
Cobb.
seems
He
like
has
one
to.
of our go-to
And
planets.
I believe Cobb Vanth is going to get a new armor. He's going to get him armor, and he's going to become a honorary Mando to Mando's creed. Because I think he's trying to find people to build his creed, and that's going to happen.
Now, do you think that Din Djarin is going to be going from planet to planet and throughout his journey? Like, is he looking for people to come with him, or is he looking just to set up allies in other parts of the galaxy?
He's looking for information from other Mandalorians that will know the Jedi, that will know the Sith, that will know Force sensitivity on the child that they could take, and he can know understand. Look, he wants to find somebody that will take the child from him and bring him to where he has to go.
Yeah.
Or have him go. Because I don't think that Mando's just going to give the child to anybody and go here and take it off. Dude, he wants to go there to make sure the child's safe.
Right.
And with that, he's going to meet allies. He's going to meet a lot of enemies too. There's a lot of enemies on his tail already. Moff Gideon is setting up a plan because Moff Gideon wants the child.
Right.
But each planet he goes to, he's going to meet different people. Some good, like Cobb Vanth. Some bad. We don't know yet. We don't know what the deal is with the other characters that are going to pop up along the way. Are they going to be allies? Look, they've been talking about Ahsoka popping up. She's going to show up in episode 5 because that's the Dave Filoni episode he's directing. So she's going to show up. She might make an appearance in episode 4, like in the shadows.
Right. A little teaser.
And then full in episode 5. Right. So we'll see along the way because I love the fact that they deviate away from the story to do side journeys and then go back to the main thing. Like, yeah, I want one big story where he fights Moff Gideon, he does all these things, but I like the side journeys too that have a difference to the regular journey, and then it all becomes significant in the end, the overall picture.
Right.
Like when he met, with Cara Dune, how he met her. He wanted to go someplace to go hide. He met Cara Dune on the planet to retire, to relax, to take it easy. He met Brief Karga was the head of the bounty hunter. Now, that's another thing in its own. If you're a member, if you're the leader of the faction of the bounty hunter faction, there is much more to you than meets the eye.
Oh, absolutely.
I think Brief Karga is going to actually betray Mando.
I'm curious to see who has Brief Karga come in contact with. Because
think about it. Remember at the episode 3 when all the finders went off inside the canteen of the bar. When he got the child, Brief Karga, he's getting money from the Empire, the remnants of the Empire. Those bounty hunters will all work for him. He's the head of the whole the whole guild. Now,
Yeah.
you can't just take, you know what, I'm going to get rid of the whole guild. I'm going to become friends with Mando, who was an ex-bounty hunter who stole something from the... There's something more to that.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out. And once he betrays Mando, he's going to wind up sacrificing himself to the better cause. He's going to realize that he screwed up down the road because it's going to come out.
Absolutely.
But anyway, back to the story on that. He gets the armor from Cobb Vanth, and he packs up a piece of meat, maybe with the child, a little meat to go, and he goes. And as he's going, you see the two sons.
Yep, very symbolic.
You see very symbolic of New Hope, the twin sons, and all of a sudden it shows a figure standing there looking over at Mando on the bike, on the speeder bike, taking off. He turns around. It's a grizzled man, bald man with scars on his face. None other than Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So that was the big reveal. Now he had a Gaffy gun, he had a rifle, he had a Gaffy staff and a rifle. So he was living among the Tusken Raiders. Now back to what I was saying before. One of the Tusken Raiders in the camp had to be Boba Fett.
Oh, absolutely. Because he was there the whole time.
He was there the whole time.
How else would he be standing on that dune, on that hill, watching at the right moment? You know?
Exactly. And he probably was part of the killing of the dragon. He was there.
Mm-hmm.
So now whole theory.
And is that the same dragon that killed the Sarlacc from the same pit that he was in? Like it also tied together.
Possibility. So it killed the Sarlacc and he escaped. Because the Sarlacc acid is much stronger than, I guess, the Krayt Dragon. Because think about it. If the Sarlacc pit tarnished Boba Fett's armor and left him bruised, scarred, and injured, the Krayt Dragon, Mando was in the mouth of the Krayt Dragon. Mm-hmm. And he had all the acid on him.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything. So we got to find out that, I don't know if that's maybe a screw up on their case. Who knows? But these are the things that we have to, quote unquote, look at. But the whole Boba Fett thing, it's kind of like 37 years. 37 years of my life, I have waited for this moment. Hopefully, we find out sooner than later. Some people are saying that the second episode that he might. I don't think he's coming back in the second. I think they're going to wait. They're going to sprinkle it down because look, another thing we didn't talk about. The gunslinger first season, the mysterious character that bent over Fennec Shan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are saying, "Oh, that's Cobb Vanth." Cobb Vanth. Why would that be Cobb Vanth? Wouldn't he would have mentioned it to Mando that he saved her?
Yeah,
or
he would.
Or it's Boba Fett. But then again, think about it. If it's Boba Fett, you know he saved her, and he has a sinister plan already in play for the Mando that he's going to start. So it begs that there's a lot of questions. There's a lot more questions now than answers. We finally got the confirmation that he's alive. Mm-hmm. That 99.9% of us believe that he's alive, and that 1% saying that he's somebody else. That's another story in its own.
I think Disney gave us a lot. I think Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni gave us a lot in the first episode.
Yep.
So I'm taking that as a huge win. I don't foresee us getting that much information in every single episode, but I think week one was a huge success. We got a lot of information to hang on to, look forward to, and I'm just shocked that we saw. He didn't say anything, but on top of seeing his armor, we saw the face of Boba Fett. Not like you said, 99.99% chance in the very first episode. I mean, this is something that has been built up for months. And usually when something is built up that much, they want to keep capitalizing on the build-up.
Exactly.
And they did. I mean, for the most part,
they held it. They had it quiet. Look, it was all speculation. All speculation from when they had it in the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
Hollywood Reporter, they showed it on there saying that he signed up. Then they said Captain Rex. Then they said that he signed up, that it's Boba Fett. And then they said, they saw Cobb Vanth They saw, you know, uh, they saw him on a set with the armor. They saw that,
Yeah.
and they kept veering away from it, knowing that it was true this whole time. Timothy Olyphant had the armor. They were saying that they didn't know he was Cobb Vanth. There's another thing. Cobb Vanth was another thing that was. Oh, hold on one second. What happened there? What the?
Hopefully that's a video game.
No, it's not. It's music. Hold on one second. What the heck?
So, King Arthur Curry, to answer your question really quick, The Mandalorian is on Disney Plus. You can go watch it on there.
Okay, hopefully it stops. Wow, that was kind of weird. It just went. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
So this is my whole thing. The mystery now surrounds why was Boba Fett there the entire time for 6 years, almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Did not go for the armor. Did not show himself, because if he's the greatest hunter in the world, bounty hunter, you know he could fight. He could have went to town.
Mm-hmm.
He could have took out the marshal. He could have took the armor back. He could do. There's something more to this whole thing. See, and like another theory that I have too, that maybe he's a changed man. With the time in the Sarlacc pit, he almost died. He comes to. He had amnesia. He came through, and kind of rethinking his purpose. That the Empire's gone.
Right.
That he's going to be out there, and the Alliance is going to come after him, and all these things. So you hide. You take off the costume. You're no longer Boba Fett.
Well, you want to talk about Mando having enemies? He has, a long list of enemies. I mean, come on.
Oh, I know. Look, you got to look at it this way. This is the other thing too. Mando's been doing bounty hunting for a long time. Think about this. In his armor, or his before he got all the upgrades, he had his helmet. He had his.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. Like I'm saying, there's so much to this overall story that hopefully we get sooner than later, and then maybe Easter eggs here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny how Mando doesn't know Boba Fett. If you saw that armor, wouldn't you say, "Oh my God, that's Boba Fett's armor"?
Oh, absolutely.
You don't know Boba Fett. You don't know about the Jedi. You don't know about. There's something more to this overall picture.
There has to be.
Look, he was either brainwashed, he was sheltered, something.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't tell me if he's been a bounty hunter and he did cruel things. He was out there with the scum and villainy of the universe, of the galaxy. He's seen things.
So Colorado Pops brings up a good theory. I don't think he took it off. I think the Jawas found him and took it, left him for dead.
Yes, I believe that in Legends they had that where that happened. But until they say what happened, we're not going to know. Probably the Jawas did do that. The Jawas were all over the place.
That could be interesting if that did happen. And then this whole time, it took him a long time to figure out which part of Tatooine he was even in, to track down the Marshal, to infiltrate the Tusken Raider clan, and to pretend to be one of them. I mean, that would take a long time, a lot of effort.
Look, do you think he made friends with the Tusken Raiders and they took him in? And he learned their ways. See, this is another theory too, that the armor is now off Tatooine. He washed his hands clean. Mm-hmm. No more of his remnants, what he left behind. It's gone now. Mando's taking it away, so now he can go on with his life.
Yeah.
Outside. See, but that's a little too easy. You're talking about the greatest bounty hunter.
Yeah,
there's something.
I think that would be a waste.
That's what I'm saying. Legends, Boba Fett had so many great stories in Legends. So much that you really, truly said, wow, this guy is the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy, the greatest villain in the galaxy. And then later on, when he wound up becoming good. Look, you got to understand one thing. Boba Fett is a man who collects money and bounties. Mm-hmm. He does it for cash. He's not really bad. He's not really good. He goes to the highest bidder.
Right.
And that's his job. He's like a hitman, if you really think about it. If a hitman's getting paid to take somebody out. Is he really bad? Is he really like the scum of the earth? Like your family? Like you think he would help a kid across the street or an
Kind of
old
like
lady across the street?
Deadshot from the Suicide Squad. You know, he was like
Yeah,
a hired mercenary. Like that mentality. Like who's the actual evil behind that kill?
exactly. So you think about it, and that's what all hitmen and all like bounty hunters. They're not necessarily bad. It's just that if you work for somebody, if you're getting paid, if the empire is paying you, and you're getting a nice amount of money to live, you're going to work for them. Go after certain people. Go after this person, that person. You know, do you have morals? Sometimes you do have morals. It's like the mob. The mob went after people that they had to go after, but at the end of the day, they were great in the community. If you really think about it, you know, they helped the people. You know, that it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
But Boba Fett's legendary. He has a track record that goes.
And I mean, Disney Plus just resurrected Boba Fett from the dead. I think they're not going to waste.
Oh no! Listen, they
adding
made a
on.
trademark. They trademark his name for books, posters, toys, merchandise, anything you
Everything.
name.
Everything.
He's coming back, and he's going to come back with a vengeance. See, and now even before this, when The Force Awakens was coming out back in 2015, they came out with a lot of Boba Fett stuff, and I was saying this is kind of odd. You have this movie coming out, but you're coming out with Boba Fett stuff. Is Boba Fett in The Force Awakens? And I was saying to myself, is he going to make an appearance in The Force Awakens? And people are like, nah, he's not. And I was like really looking into things, and I was like, because really, why come out with all this merchandise if you're not going to use them? And sure enough, they didn't use them, but they know.
They're just capitalizing on the hype, you know.
Yeah, the hype. But you know the thing too is Disney didn't want to even use the old characters. They wanted to make their own characters. They were saying that he was dead for so long. They wanted to make their characters. But Boba Fett's profitable. There's a lot of money to be made in Boba Fett merchandise. You see it every time it comes out. Every time a pop comes out, I'm buying.
Yeah, every time a pop comes, and we know there's just pops on the way. We did get a pop today, a pop reveal for Mando Monday.
Yes.
We didn't get as much today as I thought.
Oh, I got something to show you. So apparently this popped up at the end after I spoke to you before you hung up, before you went on to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. That popped up.
I want to know. We got 20 people here in the chat. I want to know what everyone thinks of the Bantha with Mandalorian and Child pop ride that we will be getting very soon. It's supposed to release in December, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
On Amazon, I saw it dropped on a few other places. Prices varied anywhere from $32.99 to $23.99. It looks like they're on Popping Off Toys. But I think it's pretty cool. Dom, I think you said it's one that you're going to add to your collection at some point. Not right away.
Definitely added into my collection. Probably a little bit later than sooner. I'll wait to find it in store because a lot of places that you order it from now is going to come a little bit later. They'll pop up in the stores. I'll get it eventually. But actually, it does really nice.
Yes, I agree. Colorado Pops. I'd rather he be with the crest.
Yes. 100%. And that's going to come out this year. Coming up.
Has to.
I can't find what I was going to look for, but apparently another another hot toy came out.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out, and hold on, I'm trying to find it now. Oh, I sent it to somebody. Here we go.
What's going on, Iconic God? Thanks for stopping by.
There you go.
So here, while you're looking for that,
I found it.
Oh, you found it? All right, cool.
So it's a half quarter scale inch, $655. It's a deluxe.
$655?
It's a deluxe.
Oh, geez, where is it? I'll try to pull it up. Is this on Hot Toys?
They go on Sideshow. Hot Toys. It's the Mandalorian and the Child Deluxe by Hot Toys.
All right, here. So while I'm pulling this up, I want to make sure everyone is entered in for tonight's giveaway because I know that's what a lot of people are always looking forward to.
Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
It comes with that whole stand.
That's pretty sick.
That is sick.
All right, so
let's see.
So I just posted a video in the chat. I want everyone to go to, that is our duel video from a while ago, and we actually built the Mando brickheads with the child, and we'll be giving one away tonight. All you have to do is go to that video that I posted and put hashtag Mando as a comment. Some of you people, or some of you guys have already done that, but just go and double check that you have, so you have your chance at getting into tonight's giveaway. All right, so I'm on Sideshow. I'm looking Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. Yep, $655.
$5.
Wow. Okay.
It is beautiful, though. It is beautiful. And you only get that extra accessories with it. So I am definitely... somebody asked me, are you going to get it? I said no. Maybe.
Maybe. You don't have any room, man.
Oh, my God. I don't have room. But look at that. How can you... Look how... look at that. Cool. Come on.
That's cool. That's insane.
You know, and not only are you going to get that, you're going to get him on the speeder bike, too. That's coming out, too.
Oh, man. Now, I don't know how many people in the chat tonight have $655 to burn. Probably not many.
Not many now.
But this is pretty cool.
Unless you get your stimulus check.
Yeah. Kind of like stimulus check. But I will say, I think it's good of Hot Toys and Sideshow Collectibles. They have the payment plans. You know, I think that's reasonable. It helps.
It does help.
It still hurts, but it helps.
It hurts when you have, like, say, 15 things on pre-order.
Yeah.
And it will hit you at once.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is very cool.
It's really cool.
I like the helmet down there. That's pretty cool.
Well, look, they also got the Moff Gideon statue coming out.
That's right.
That's something else that's coming out, which is really nice. Yeah, hot shows, and look at the different Mandos so far.
Yeah, I mean, this one, I always thought this one was pretty cool, the classic.
I have that on pre-order.
Yeah.
And that looks nice, but the other one looks 100 times better.
Oh, yeah. Double the money. Yeah.
I don't know. I got to really see. But they also, like I said, they have the regular Mandalorian coming out. Death Watch Mandalorian.
Yep.
Bo-Katan
I think it'd be cool. I mean, I know you're into Hot Toys. I'm sure it's a rabbit hole that I'm going to jump in. I'm trying to hold out. That's pretty cool. But thankfully, Pops still come out at a reasonable price, unless it's a 1,000 piece New York City Comic-Con exclusive. But hopefully most of the new Mando Pops that come out are commons, are low-end exclusives that a lot of people can go out and get. I do hope we get, of course, 1 or 2 limited figures. We're already getting leaks for Emerald City Comic-Con, so who knows what we could get for that.
I'm hoping maybe a Razor Crest with Mando.
Yeah, that would be
Pop Ride.
I'm telling you, man, it would be easy. Just change up this mold a tiny bit.
Hey, did you see the new toy box Boba Fett toy with Slave One from the Disney store? It just came out.
No, I did not.
It's on Disney, the Disney store now for $34, almost $35. It's a toy box.
We'll look it up.
It just dropped. I'll be picking that up pretty soon. Definitely have to.
You must have stuff coming to your house.
Oh my! Every day. My wife.
I'm sure most of us have this.
Yeah, I can't even show half the stuff I have. No room.
I don't see it. Is it on Disney Store or
go DisneyStore.com.
Okay.
And then go Boba Fett toy box, action figure.
I was watching last night. I saw somebody on Instagram was showing off their Boba Fett sneakers, which I thought were pretty cool. I don't know if you saw those.
I saw those. I missed the opportunity because they were from Europe, and I missed the opportunity. They sold out quick. I'm still gonna get them. There was somebody online selling for like $160.
Oh, they were already going for like 600 by midnight last night. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So look at this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. New toy. Anything with Boba Fett, gotta get.
Gotta get it.
Gotta
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, so that's about
All
it
right.
with the toy. Really,
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of Mando Monday reveals today.
we had the
Hopefully,
one vintage collection figure that
yeah,
came out. Other than that, it was just some merch, some bags, some hats, and a
yeah. I
couple of
mean,
shirts.
one of these Mondays, we're gonna get that red chrome Mando drop from Target.
Oh, the 30th. It's coming
30th.
out November 30th. Red card exclusive. I'm definitely gonna when that does drop. I don't have a red card. I'm gonna see if I find someone who does have a red card to buy one.
Yeah,
But
I'll send one to your house.
thank you, I appreciate it. Because definitely, because you know what they're gonna do is they're gonna buy it. It's gonna jag up the price. It's Mando,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll wait. I'll get it. I got the GameStop one coming.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
GameStop. See, that's the one that's gonna have the EB Games sticker too, because and get GameStop. So I'll get that one. But
All right, so let me do. I know we've been on for an hour already, believe it or not. So let me run tonight's giveaway.
okay.
So I want to thank everybody, as always, for supporting us, being awesome fans. We hit 600 subscribers, which was our goal for October. Yeah, thank you, Dom. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We hit it October October 30th. Yeah, 30th. So coming in at the wire there. But we're hoping to hit 750 this month because we have that 10-inch Mandalorian that we're giving away. So we're just warming up with tonight's little brickhead set. So here we go. I hope everybody was able to comment, and let's see who tonight's winner is going to be. So good luck, everybody, and once again, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you're enjoying the content. And Anthony just blazes back, and Andrew Weeble. I don't know if he was here tonight, but congratulations to Andrew Weeble. I will have to reach out to him and make sure he gets this little set. So yeah, thank you guys. You guys are great. I've had so many people ask me in the last 24 hours, Dom, what is your YouTube channel? What is your handle name? All of that. So I think one day we might have to get you off the ground.
Look, as of right now, no YouTube channel, but if you go on Instagram, Domtober, I post all my pictures on there and take it from there. If I get enough people out there telling me they want a YouTube channel from me, if they like what I talk about and they have a good time with me seeing this face, I'll definitely do one. I'll definitely do something in the future.
Oh, you already got fans, man. You got people messaging me. They're saying, "Hey, I want to find his channel. He knows so much about Star Wars. He's got an insane collection." Like they're out there, man. They're looking for you.
Look, just go on Instagram, Domtober on Instagram right now, and you'll get all the content with pictures. I'm gonna start doing some Instagram video content.
Okay. Yeah,
coming
IGTV.
soon, definitely. Gonna start doing stuff slowly but surely. I just never had the opportunity to do a YouTube channel, and to want to do. I was always busy with other things. This is something that I definitely will look into in the future. It's a long time coming, but as they say, better late than never.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're learning too, so we're taking it day by day and having some fun. So
one step at a time.
One step at a time, exactly. So yeah, and it looks like you got a few new IG followers coming your way, so that's awesome. So my last question for tonight is, what are you hoping to see in episode 2? This upcoming Friday. We got 4 days.
So apparently, there somewhat is a little plot leak on episode 2. We might be getting Sasha Banks in the episode, the mysterious woman with the hood on the ship, which could be Camino, could be someplace else. We'll find out if it is that episode. I'm hoping, believe it or not, I am hoping that Sasha Banks is Sabine. I hope. I'm very surprised if they're going to introduce all these characters really quick. Get them all out there to build the overall arc of the story. Sometimes that might be great to do that, to flesh out the characters and then go on with the story.
Right.
But sometimes I want to wait. We had that Boba Fett reveal on on this Friday that just passed, the first episode.
Yeah.
I would love Boba Fett to be in the second episode and finish off that arc, but I wanted to wait. I want them to milk it until towards the end of the season where things really start picking up, and have him come in the fold. Like all of a sudden, he comes out of nowhere, and Mando is like, "Who the heck is this?"
Yeah.
I want that type of thing where Mando strikes, where Boba Fett strikes Mando when he least expects it.
Right.
That the bounty hunters get together again. There was a big rumor that Bosk was supposed to be in this.
No way, really? Oh,
there was
wow.
a rumor floating around from a reliable YouTuber, from a reliable source, somebody. You know, I just can't. Not that I don't know the name. It's just that somebody I watch didn't give the name either.
Okay.
So they mentioned that if the person's reliable, and they've been like 90% accurate on all their stuff. So we might get a glimpse. It could be a flashback. Maybe Boba Fett's talking to Din Djarin, and maybe we'll get that where he's telling his backstory.
Yeah.
And they talk about the bounty hunter Gil and all these things. Who knows? But that's another cameo. You see, and I kind of like the first. Back to the first episode really quick again one more time.
Yeah.
The way it was done, how the pace it was done. It wasn't done too quick. It wasn't done too slow. Everything that we got, Easter eggs and nostalgia and fan service, was given to us slowly to enjoy it instead of just in our face.
Right.
So I hope the rest of the season will have similar arcs like that. And we're definitely going to get a lot more nostalgia and more Easter eggs and more fan service along the way.
Absolutely.
But with the first episode in the bag and the great episode it was and how it turned out, my hype is even higher than it was going into the first episode.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm hoping for better things along the way. And, the 7 weeks that are coming up are going to come by pretty quick.
Yeah,
which kind of stinks that before you know it, last
we'll
episode,
WandaVision, yeah.
WandaVision. But, hopefully more Star Wars content comes along the way. We got more games. There's a rumor that EA Games is going to make The Force Unleashed 3 that is in development, which I don't understand that because the games aren't canon.
Yeah.
But if you make Star Killer canon, I like Star Killer. Make them canon. Please make them canon.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more content out there. And like I said, this season, we're going to get some really a lot of reveals. I'm going to be happy. A lot of pops, a lot of toys.
If anything, we're going to have a lot of merchandise to talk about and pops to break down and pops to hunt. And then we can, show them off on the channel, on our stream, give some away. So it's going to be exciting.
I'm kind of thinking me and you, we should get together and do a hunt video
and
post it on YouTube.
We have to. I have yet to do a hunt video. I know a lot of people have asked me why I haven't done one yet. I have not because in all reality, I don't go hunting that often. So when I do, it's going to have to be special. I went hunting believe it or not, I went hunting this past Thursday, and it was the first time I'd gone all year. And I know people, I know that seems crazy, but with the year we've had and everything going on and my work schedule, it doesn't happen that often. And I thought about filming. I thought about making a video for it, but I actually just wanted to enjoy the day with some friends and, relax. And I didn't know we were going to find. We found some cool stuff, but there was a lot of stores that were duds, and we didn't have a clear mission.
Yeah.
If we go hunting, I'm sure we'll have a clear mission. Like we want to find this.
Look, let's wait. Like if we do anything, let's wait towards the end of the year because there's a lot more stuff coming out.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Look, you didn't hunt. I didn't hunt. I didn't do anything. All I did was click my phone and ordered to get to my house.
Exactly.
To make it so much easier. But I want to do things. Like I said, doing this will open up a lot more opportunity in the future that I could do stuff and make things happen. And if, like I said, if people really enjoy this content, what's going on, I appreciate that everybody enjoys it, and we're having fun. And I can't wait for the weeks ahead. What's going to come up the weeks ahead.
I'm excited, man. We're just gonna get, and like we've talked about, we're just gonna get content. It might be Marvel, might be DC, might be Star Wars, but we're gonna have content to talk about, and I'm really excited for the future.
And look, I'm here. Whatever knowledge you want to know, I'm here to help. I'm here to to enjoy and have fun. And I will get a YouTube channel
Yes, one day we'll get this
one
off the
day.
ground. But right now,
No,
every
right now,
Monday night, you know where Domtober is going to be. He's right here. We got him.
look, and I definitely want to do one shout out to my brother,
Go for it.
Geekstronomy. Geekstronomy. He's another man that knows his stuff too. He's away in Arizona right now, and he was watching. He couldn't watch that much because he was busy, but he has a lot of knowledge on stuff too, which is it's crazy scary too of what he knows on things.
That's okay. And so I think we haven't announced who we're going to have yet, but starting next week, I want to have some other guests join us, and definitely one of the upcoming weeks. Hopefully, your brother is free, and maybe he can join us. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
definitely. Definitely have fun. The brotherly love is always fun. Like we get on each other's nerves, but we love each other. But see, he's a Star Trek fan. You want to know anything about Star Trek? He knows everything about Star Trek.
Well, I don't know anything about Star Trek, so
I watched the original stuff. Well, not growing up, that they were in syndication afterwards, but he watched it from when it started. So kind of like he knows his thing. But anyway, Mando Monday is definitely in the bag this week, and like I said, it was a great episode. And I understand.
Yeah, Colorado Pops, don't worry, you're on my list. Don't worry.
I understand some people might have not liked it because there was a lot of people who didn't like it. Which,
see, I didn't see anybody who didn't like it, because anybody who didn't like it, I just unfollowed them. So
well, I know, because just watching people. There's a lot of comments when you watch. See, I like reading the comments in the comment section and seeing what people say. And there's a lot of people that didn't like Boba Fett and didn't like him, the fact that he's coming back. He's dead. Darth Maul. Oh, he's dead. Why are you bringing him back? Darth Maul's story, I'm hoping that Boba Fett has a story arc compared to Maul. Because Maul had the most compelling, sad storyline. Like, he was like really intriguing character coming back after the Phantom Menace. So I'm hoping that the backstory on Boba Fett comes to light. Those 6 years, what he was doing, what happened, is he continuing to be who he was? Could he still have amnesia? Maybe the amnesia finally came back. He wound up getting his memory back the second that Mando, he started to remember. There's a lot of storyline. We don't know yet. We're going to find out. We'll definitely find out.
We'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be here, definitely. But
anyway, as always, I want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Anytime.
Was awesome.
It was fun, as usual. This is the way, man.
Absolutely, this is the way. I hope everybody had a good night. We will have a giveaway every single Monday. So even if you are not 100% on what we're talking about, hopefully you can learn. Dom has a lot of knowledge. He's got more knowledge than me, so believe me, I'm learning too. And but at the very least, come hang out with us every Monday night. And oh, that's a good one. We should do Obi-Wan Wednesdays. I like that.
Hey, like I said, look, we could do you have Mando Mondays, you got Fett Fridays.
Absolutely.
All about Boba Fett. We show off Boba Fett stuff we have.
Absolutely.
But there's so much you can do. But Mando Mondays is good because it actually does connect to all Star Wars and Star Wars things.
Yes. So we'll see what happens this Friday. And absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. Smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And go follow Domtober on Instagram. Believe me, if you are a Star Wars pop collector, you will be sitting there, or Hot Toys collector, Black Series collector, you will be scrolling through his pictures for days. So he's got all the heat. As you can probably see behind him, there's easily, I don't know what, like $3,000 just in that picture behind you. So
don't give me any ideas. I swear. Nah, but yeah. Can't see it, man.
No, I know you're tapping. I know.
There we go.
There he is. One day.
Yeah, listen, everybody's showing their New York Comic Con sticker version online. It kind of makes me upset a little bit because
don't worry about
I have it. No, look, I'm just joking. Eventually I will get it. I have, by all means, everything's obtainable, no matter how high the price is. I mean, I get it now. I'll get it later.
Part of the game, and the best part of the game is the hunt. That's what it is. So
Definitely, and we definitely have to get you one.
we will one day. Patience is always paid off. I want to quick shout out to Jonathan. He was able to get this pop for me, and I believe it or not, I'm only 2 blue box pops away from completing the collection. So super hyped about that. That's just with the comics. Now there's still some other exclusives I got to get, but I'm just missing Greedo, and believe it or not, I don't have the Boba Fett.
Listen, now remember
gave it away.
The Boba Fett, the original box, the blue box set.
No, I have Jar Jar, Professor Josh. I actually have.
Oh, hold on a second. There we go. This is the original blue box. You see this box right here?
You got Jar Jar.
The original blue box with the big letters. This
Yes.
is the one, if you do collect the one you want, this is the one that has more value to it. But if you want the other ones, there's 4 different variant boxes.
Yeah.
Yep. So
they're hard to find. They're from anywhere from 2011 to 2013, and they're tough to find. But hey, that's part of the fun. I actually I just picked up a pop yesterday from 2011, so
nice.
I won't give it away yet. That's for another DC live stream. I'll have to unbox that. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with us. Very successful Mando Mondays.
Yes, it is.
Remember, guys, no matter what it is in life, pops, whatever you're hunting, don't stop shooting until you score. We'll see you next week.
Definitely. This is the way.
This is the way. Absolutely.